back to another reaction of The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. This is season 1, episode 4. Let's just jump right into this episode. You know, I love me some The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. 90s nostalgia in full effect. You want to see this in a full reaction? I know you do. The link is down below, so please click the link to my Patreon and become a Patreon member today. Also, please hit the freebies, like, share, and comment down below. Did you guys know I have another YouTube channel that's absolutely correct? The name is Andres Reacts. I put the link down below, so please click that link and subscribe today. Now, without further ado, let's jump into The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air and find out exactly what the show has got to give.
Will I continue to delay dinner, madam?
Yes, Jeffrey. I don't know where he could be. Oh, we're all worried, but that's not.
No! Bill Cosby has a streetwise niece coming on the show.
Philip, where have you been?
I was at the office. I'm sorry I didn't call, but I wanted to rush right home with the great news.
A raise!
I'm getting the Urban Spirit Award.
Is it a cash award?
The only time I've ever seen you on the streets is when you waiting for the valet to bring your car around.
The 65 demonstrations at Selma, I was there. The 65 Watts riots, I was there too.
Seems to me every place you go, trouble follows.
He started scholarship funds.
All that, and he still found time to vote for Reagan twice.
Oh, Daddy, this is wonderful. 2 new dresses.
Great, Grandma and Grandpa are coming to visit.
Toys.
I got in one little fight and my mom got scared. So you went with your auntie and uncle in Bel-Air. I went to look at my kingdom, I was finally there. Just sit on my throne as the Prince of Bel-Air.
That's it. Come, baby, you gotta put some more butt into it.
I remember that lady.
Oh, my, how you've grown. My, how you've grown. Carlton, sweetie. Hi.
You don't look like the devil incarnate.
Oh, he moved there when he was 16, but he was born and raised in Yamakara. I can't believe Zeke never mentioned his hometown.
Zeke? Am I tripping, or does this sort of remind you of the last episode of Family Ties?
Well, I guess I better get to fixing supper. Jeffrey, we are going to have pork chops, collard greens, baked macaroni, and sweet potato pie. Oh, growing up, my Zeke always did love our swimming hole. Oh, he just loved his skinny dipping, him and Melvin.
Melvin. So Melvin was like his best friend?
Melvin was his pig.
Are any of them humiliating stories? The best ones are. Let's start with those.
God's gonna trouble. It's 3 o'clock in the morning.
Granny, please don't tell Uncle Phil. I'm just like a little bit past my curfew. Well, let's just say I went out after I was supposed to be in. You know, Granny, I really like you. You and Grandpa, you have fun, you tell jokes. Y'all bust me up. Uncle Phil's adopted, right?
Did you know he won the Young Farmers of America pig racing trophy? He had to retire his slop bucket.
Slop bucket? Oh, I can't wait till he wakes up.
See, I beat you. I beat you again. White restrooms.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Well, and suddenly he just lit out from me and split right into that white restroom. He just stood his ground.
Uncle Phil did that?
Mm-hmm. Look at here, I beat you again.
Reporter's gonna be here any minute. Does everybody remember what they're supposed to say? Hillary?
Yes, Daddy.
Ashley?
Yes, Daddy.
What is this, a Von Trapp family?
Carlton?
At the forefront of the civil rights movement. Sorry, Dad, all of Grandma's pies last night and waffles this morning. I just crashed. I've got the sugar blues.
My son, Carlton. My daughters, Hillary and Ashley.
Pleased to meet you. So where's the photographer?
That's like
Mr. Banks,
Kathy.
you're best known as the lawyer who won the landmark housing discrimination case, Winston
sounds
vs.
like her
Jones.
too.
Philip Banks overcame great obstacles to win a scholarship to Princeton University in 1963.
Distinguished himself as a fine student, earning himself a place at Harvard Law School.
Culminating in his crowning achievement in 1975 when he was elected to the board of the ASPCA.
ASPCA?
I think Ashley means NAACP.
After living in Bel-Air, you know, it was great to spend some time at Disneyland, you know, to get back to reality.
Getting to be a couple of night owls.
Yes, man, we better go put ourselves to bed.
Oh, honey, I'm with you.
Jake, Melissa, look, I'm having second thoughts about this Philip Banks piece. It's just one long, boring resume. I'm telling you, this man's life is boring. His own son kept nodding out. We better kill this story.
If you kill that story, he's gonna get mad. If he gets mad, the heat comes down on me. Max out late, I got a couple stories for you.
I was just talking about the pig.
Oh dear.
Yes, madam.
Jeffrey, how on earth did they get a hold of all these stories?
Madam, the press is made up of a very low type of person.
Oh, good. You got the paper.
Why don't you have your morning coffee first, sir?
Oh, that's perfect.
Local lawyer wins prestigious award. Well, it goes on from there. I'll just recycle this.
Give it to me. Given to Los Angeles' outstanding black leaders, will be presented tonight to distinguished attorney Philip Banks, known to his barnyard companions as Zeke. Up his way to the top with the help of his trusted companion, Melvin the Pig.
I got your honey black and white, huh?
I can't believe this. How do they get all these stories about the pig?
Wasn't going to tell you, but...
I've got to walk into that banquet room tonight filled with people who are going to think I'm nothing but a hog-handling hick from Yamacraw.
We always put food on the table and clothes on your back.
Mama, I'm not ashamed.
Where I come from, they call that being ashamed.
Did you enjoy the ride in the limousine, Pop?
You bet. I went down.
We're mature adults, and refusing to speak is not going to solve anything.
Because, that's right, Uncle Phil.
I'm not talking to you. I'd like you to meet my parents, Hattie and Joe Banks, Henry and Margaret Firth.
Don't want to be a bother. We'll just hang on to these empty plates. Thank you kindly. Fade into the background. Breast or wing.
Well, I think I have a wing.
What is this interesting melange? It smells divine.
Outstanding. Do we have any biscuits? And at a time like this, my Uncle Phil is extremely happy to have his two loving parents here with him.
To hear him tell it, you just sprung full grown from the ground, and we had nothing to do with it.
Excuse me.
Aren't you Philip Banks?
Yes.
Yeah, the hog-slopping lawyer.
Is Melvin going to be here tonight?
Oh, no, Melvin eschews these type of events. Is this for your own information, or will this be in USA Today? I guess it just never occurred to you that they make me look like a fool.
Uncle Phil, your plaid golf shorts make you look like a fool.
Yeah. Arranged a pig for the Young Farmers Association. Puts me right up there with Martin Luther King. At least my mother did make it painfully clear I wasn't trying to prove a point. I only went in there because I really had to go.
It's just like Rosa Parks. I mean, when she sat in the front of the bus, she wasn't doing it to prove a point either. She did it because her feet hurt.
There was my family all lined up to meet the press. There I was with my perfect image. The only problem was I didn't have it that hard. I had two parents who loved me.
Why are you worried so much about your image? The truth sounds real good to me.
I don't think my mother will ever forgive me. Sometimes parents just don't understand.
Banks is a community leader, an unsparing philanthropist, and a role model to all citizens.
I grew up on the streets of Baltimore, but I was born on a farm in Yamacraw, North Carolina. They couldn't give me a lot of material things. They gave me morals, courage. I just hope I can give the next generation what my parents gave me.
I hope he mentions his pig. No water, children, wade in the water.
Well, this was a great episode. I actually never seen this episode before. But I feel like I've seen this grandmother before, maybe because she comes again in this season, or like in other seasons, but she looks very familiar. I wonder if she's alive or not. Let me look it up. Regardless, I did see the grandmother in the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. I wonder if she'll come up. Katie Vren plays, she's still alive? I'm very curious. Her name is Virginia Carpers, and I don't know if she's still alive or not, but I'm very curious to see if she is. Oh, she died in 2004. She was good. Was she a singer too? Was an American actress. Oh, she won a Tony Award for Best Lead Actress in a Musical. Oh, so she was a singer as well. She died at 78. Regardless, I did see some parts in here where she just like messed up her lines or couldn't remember her lines. And since I'd never seen this episode before, I was like, oh, that's interesting. And they kind of kept it in there. But I mean, she didn't mess up her lines. It's like she kind of forgot it and then retrieved it very quickly. But regardless, I think she comes in other episodes of this show. She does. She comes in other episodes of this show. Whatever seasons she comes in, that's where I know her from. I don't remember her in this one, but it was hysterical. There was parts of it where it wasn't that funny. It was more like a story-based episode, but it still carried. When it did make me laugh, I was laughing. I feel like the strongest actors or characters in this episode had to be Phil, extremely strong. He brought humor, and then he brought, like, at the ending, like an emotional theme, and the way he delivered the lines at the end, like, you could tear up. If it went a little bit longer, you're probably gonna start tearing and call it a day. Aunt Viv was also hysterical when she did show up. And then the children always bring it. Will was okay at times as well. You see, like, all the Will for me was the main character. He wasn't at least in the earlier seasons, so it seems, he wasn't that, like, I didn't find him all that funny. He had moments though. I think the funniest people was, what is the oldest daughter's name? I can't remember her name all of a sudden. But the oldest daughter, I always thought she was hysterical. And Aunt Viv, I remember she always used to make me laugh when I watched the show when I was younger, and Uncle Phil. Those are the three of my favorite characters. But regardless, love this episode. Once again, I cannot wait till we continue on in the 90s nostalgia. As long as you guys want us to continue, we're going to continue. So you know what to do to make sure that we continue to bring these 90s nostalgia films. Please do the freebies. Like, share, and comment down below. I'll see you all next time with more reactions.